But eventually I do hope that they can start fighting the other colonial nations. Take some land. Oh, Spain has taken some land here, okay. And there. The year of 1564 was recorded in history as the year of trade, with trade as high as all of the trade done in the world before had combined. And then the situation came back to normal. Some say someone added some zeros, others that is real. But we can all agree it was a weird year for all. Indeed. Right, well, that's underway. The colonists are now arriving, so... how much are we paying for colonial maintenance now? 51 ducats? Actually, I don't think that's even up-to-date numbers. No, it is. No, wait, no. 76 ducats. So yeah, money is gonna go down for a little bit, but every colonist every colony that we complete now should be making quite a dent. So that one is a new one. I'm gonna recall that. I'll send it up here. Oh, and that's gonna be Mexico, of course it is. Speaking of Mexico, they got a lot of land here, so that is a large continuous area. I think Portuguese Mexico and Castilian Mexico, or New Spain as they call it, are gonna have to fight. I mean, how strong is New Spain anyway? 3,000 men right now. That's not too bad. Now the question is, do we go for war against Totonac? I mean, the aggressive expansion that we have is quite massive, isn't it? Against some nations at least. Mostly in North America though. Or like Central America. Not so much anywhere else. So we could do another war over here. How strong? Well, I mean, if you've got 17,000 men, let's actually have a quick look at the... Do I have an unrest map mode somewhere? Well, not there. Perhaps not. Well, let's have a look at... Is that political unrest? It's actually not that bad here. It's massive, but it's not Central America, so you can go ham at this point. Pretty much, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, I could maybe get... Oh, you don't even have allies. Well, it would be a shame if someone declared war on you, wouldn't it? If we just take over Mexico as quickly as... Oh, right, yeah, you got... We'll do light looting this time, so Mexico will be able to reap the benefits for a longer period of time. They don't have a lot of morale right now because they were drilling. And I didn't... Oh, Papal Sanctioned War has expired. Yeah, it's definitely better to take it now. We can deal with the rebellions fairly easy. Or they'll be able to take care of that on their own. How's the Liberties are doing? I don't think it's very high. Fairs is the highest with 12%. Mexico is 0. I mean, their power is increasing. Oh, province defections and province developed by overlord. So, over time, that number is going to go down. Although, if we conquer a lot of lands right now, then it's going to be pretty good for a while still. Oh, this is for... You know what? Oh, you're already sending your troops forward. Okay. Well, I might give you a bit of a hand here. Wait, Cat. Cat does have a bit of, siege pip at least. Now we've got the fleet blockading and all that, so that should be rather quick. How much are we spending on colony? Ooh, oh boy. 150 ducats per month for colonial maintenance. We may have gone a little bit overboard. How many months can we keep this up, actually? Oh, hey. Service Center. Is this the... Oh, there seems to be a... Oh yeah, that is technically the center of trade. Interesting. Yeah, we could probably cancel that colony. Especially the one down here in the... actually, where do I cancel a colony? I think they've taken that button away. Oh well. Actually, let's have a look at the trade in Lisbon now. So yeah, the numbers have gone down a fair bit again. I mean, we are selling... Oh wow, yeah. We've still got a pretty good balance overall. But now the international trade, it's just others. It's not listing them separately anymore. We're selling more than we're buying. Both domestically and internationally. But I mean, we've got some colonies that are going to be done in about a year or two. And I think we're going to do this at least for like 5 years. And by that time, we'll have at least some of these colonies completed. So yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just lose some money, of course, with the investments that might shorten the grace period a bit more. And the balance will be in our favor since, well, the stockpile buying should still be there. Yeah, true. But it's good to know that it was some sort of anomaly and not something that was going to stick around for long. Because if it had if it had continued, the fact that we're getting like 200 ducats per month is like, that would have been way too overpowered, and I probably would have cancelled or ended the series there then. Because that's just, it takes away all the challenge in terms of monetary situation at least, and then if you got so much money you can just invest everywhere and that sort of stuff. And everything, like, suddenly you'll have, well, it's not instantly, but say in 50 years you'll have, like, double your, development and all the income and that. Okay, we've still got the separate, oh, right, I remember now. We've got the army in Mali that should be doing some rebel suppression, actually. There we go, so that's another problem dealt with. There's a bit of fleet that they do have here, but it's only galleys. Actually, no, it's galleys and transports and a light ship. But luckily, we don't need to worry about that one. Do we still have a colonist going out? No, all the colonies have now been started, at least. And actually, I suppose we could recall that one. Maybe even this one. There's a bit of war going on in here. Let's see, so this one... Oh, well. Let's try that again. So that one, let's go ahead and send the colonists there. And then some other location like this one, perhaps. We could resend the colonists. So we'll get some of these colonists done sooner. Invest in all provinces. 100 ducats, farmland/industry and knowledge. Against 100 next year. Labour needed 50 million people. Well, something like that. Age of absolutism. Well then, actually, how much do we have centralization now? 46, that's not bad. Also, where's Vezu? Culture. Aha. That's Berbers. Probably not going to be very visible on the stream, I'm afraid, but trying to figure out where that is. That's Caribbeans. I suppose it could be Madagascar, somewhere around there. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, well, in that case, we might actually want to make that into accepted culture. Because it's going to be groundlands anyway. Have a look at these. So that was in political? Yeah, political. Actually, have a look at accepted culture. So, oh, right, it goes around there. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. There's a little bit in the inland that is not that particular culture group. So Madagascar, how bad is the... There is still a potential for a rebellion, but it's a lot less now. There's still this one that is a different culture group. Ah, there we go. That's a siege done. Oh, let's march to the capital. Do they have any armies? They do. They got 11,000 men somewhere. Are they going to go down there? Have they started going all the way around? Are they going up there? No, I don't see them there. Wait a minute. Where's the capital? Down there. Okay. Well, that's where we're heading then. Unfortunately, we won't have the blockade going in there, but that's fine. We'll survive. Oh, now you're bringing your armies with me. Okay. I think we do want to start strengthening Brazil even further. right now. Like, there are plenty of places that we could colonize, I do admit that much. But at the same time, if we can make Brazil stronger, to start, or have them start expanding their military a little bit. Like they're... Actually, how is Brazil doing in terms of income? They do have a balance, or positive balance. They get about half their income, or total income as a balance. There's a lot of taxation, decent bit from trade as well. Okay, well... I suspect that soon enough they'll start having enough to start expanding their military, but we need to get them to, like, I don't know, 5,000 army at least before they'll be able to do war against the other Brazil. And hope that by then... Oh, there we go. We have the Korean controller. And... Okay, we may need to wait a little bit. Mexican treasury is probably quite high. I wonder if we can see it through here. I doubt it, no. We can see it through here at least. 3,000. They are investing a decent bit. Oh wow, yeah, that's a massive income. But they have gotten so much natives as their kind of tax base in here from the population that kind of makes it quite a difference. You know what? You don't need to be attached to this army. You can go siege down the other province. I'll take care of this one. Okay, we're about to get finally a core over here. So slowly but surely, all of this mess is hopefully sorted. Or partially sorted anyway. Actually, we could get a garrison over there. We got garrisons on the rest of these. At least level 1. Most of them are actually even higher than that. That one's level 1. Do we have a garrison over here? We do. That's level 2. And then this one's supposedly was building at least. It may have not built it. Oh wait, no, they were building the amenities, so I didn't build the garrison yet. Okay, well let's do that now. Build infrastructure. Clear selected provinces, so... Establish orders in toll. Okay, I'd have to own the provinces there, which I don't think is going to happen. So yeah, we may have a little bit too many colonies right now, but actually the income has gone up again. We're still spending the same amount for the colonial maintenance. Taxation is still pretty decent income overall. Oh yeah. It is still pretty decent. So I think the exceptional year of 1564 is not completely over. We still haven't gotten the amenities built. Like, we're so close. Still so far. Just trying to convert more of Madagascar here. Hopefully that will help in the long run. Now, we did get some ships built, didn't we? Oh, and we lost a general. Which army was that in? Presumably this one. We were just... Oh, well, we do have our leader. Suppose you can take care or take control of that army for a while. But that's still taking a while. Corruption is at least slowly going down. How's the stability doing? It's actually going down a little bit. So I suppose what I could... Well, ability does have a lot of power. Since the burghers filled their coffers, the effects will ripple for a bit. Yeah, fair. You know what? We could maybe do that. Oh, strategic marriage. Oh wait, no, that's the regular one. But that does increase stability a little bit. You know what? We shall do that. Although the increased power will lower the or increase the autonomy as well. Let's leverage the burghers. That'll fix it. Yeah. I actually wonder. How much do they have money now total? 60,000 wealth. Okay, that's a decent bit. Okay, so it's not completely over. What about... Well, I mean, that's 48,000 for the nobility as well. What about the clergy? 25,000? And the tribes? 48,000, so they have the same wealth basically as the nobility usually. They just give a lesser things and such. But yes, I was going to do the trade fleets that we've got here. Let's just combine these into one. Then we'll send them down to Cape Town. Repair them there, and then we'll have them start doing some trading in South Africa. And since they're light ships, they should be able to get there relatively fast. Now, how well are the colonies coming along? This is probably the next one to be completed. That's going to take another 2 years. There we go, that's another core done at least. Oh, and where's... Oh, this one. Oh, right. Well, no, I don't think I'm going to make this into a colonial state. I'm just going to sign all of this under the trade companies. Which actually, I suppose these are colonies, but I suppose it doesn't matter. They can be assigned immediately. I'll do that. New disease? How terrible. Look like... Hold on, who's the... Oh! Another Lisbon has sent 1,000 men in here. Well, well. Wasn't expecting that. Recent reforms expired. Finally. Societal instability, so stability is going to start soaring up now. Which is excellent news. Oh, and we're going to get another quality idea. Army morale recovery speed. And siege ability and the artillery combat ability. We'll even get the cavalry combat ability from there. But that's going to be pretty nice. And then we're going to start doing the... Like, we'll need to increase the influence of the bureaucrats a decent bit. Oh, Lisbon wants some of the loot. I mean, I bet they do. I bet they do. Oh, hold on a minute. You're not allowed to be here. Well, you're going to get a colonial nation, which means that we'll have colonial wars. And since Nova Lisbon has gotten, well, somewhat of advantage in this battle, hopefully. I do wonder, so we got a colonist, or trader, sorry, over there. We haven't gotten up here yet. And this siege is just not going very fast. Do we have more force limit, perhaps? Nope. Force limit is still the same. Naval force limit has increased by another 10, though. So there is that, I suppose. Which... Oh yeah, we did build up more over here, didn't we? That's a light ship. Can't we upgrade to that one? No, I suppose we can't. There's a bit less trade power, but I suppose it's fine. I mean, it's technically the same level of ships, it's just it wasn't the special ship. What's the naval material gain? We're still gaining okay. Like, we could have a little bit more ships. We might want to start building some heavier ships for potential naval battles in the future. Let's get some heavy ships built here. So that they won't be using the naval materials constantly, but that they will have that as an option later. I suppose we could send this one to trade in... You know what? Iberia. Oh, I don't know. Iberia might not be the best. Send to France, but I don't know if that's going to be useful either. Senegambia would be okay. I suppose we could send that to Senegambia. That would allow us to have a little bit more trade there. But yeah, the naval materials is probably something that we do need to start opening up again. Which, how is the... Oh. That closed. So a little bit industry, but the throughputs are rather small, so I don't think we'll be able to open up more industries in any of that. We could do another war against Marina while we're doing a war in the west. Because the war in the west is going to be very low details, or in terms of battles. This one might be a bit more action. And since it's separate regions, it should be totally okay. Let's take that coastal province as the war goal. Now, to be fair, we do need to go around and... Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, there might be a bit of a rebellion soon. Maybe I should have waited for that one, but oh well. It's a bit late now. How much do you have? Oh, you got Miltex 7. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to split the army. Take down those armies. Apparently they didn't have quite full upkeep either. Let's get the ships down here. We'll be able to cap... Well, no, we didn't capture the ships, but we did start blockading. Because if you're moving to Marina, I could maybe meet you there. Yeah, true, we can merc it up, although it's not going to be a massive amount of mercs that we'll be utilizing, or we'll be able to utilize. It's only the total 6,000. Aha. new province down here. But slowly but surely, we'll have a network of provinces in Brazil all the way down to south. How strong is the Castilian Brazil now? They're still 2,000, but not very strong, I would say. And as soon as we get some of the colonies done, we'll be increasing our income quite... Actually, if we have a look at the total cost here, we should be able to see... Yeah, so it's 41 ducats saved as soon as we get one colony done. So that is quite a bit. That's almost making a profit at that point. Almost. Not quite. Almost. I mean, we should be getting this one done in about a year. Actually, less than a year, perhaps. If we get lucky with the... I mean, how... Oh, wow. We got 31% chance of getting extra colonies per month. So yeah, this is going to be done before the end of the next year. Right, so we are catching them there. We got the better troops, so that should be fine. We might be able to get down that way. I'm not entirely sure where they're... Suppose they are going there. Well, that is the war goal anyway. Oh, right. That cancelled the colonist. Suppose we could send in the colonist down here somewhere for a little bit. Or maybe we'll send it down... You know what? Let's send it over here. Actually, no. I don't want to send it that far. Because we may need to recall it. I suppose this one could work. So that in this war we might be able to vassalize Zadanda as well. We should actually be smart. I mean, I suppose what we could get some mercs for that task. Get the mercs over there. They're going to be walking through Spain because we got military access through them. So we should be able to get this done before the end of the month. Well, before the end of January, to be precise. But we're going to vassalize them, and then we're going to start feeding the Mutapa and Kilwa regions to that particular vessel. So we don't need to worry about the communications efficiency, but at the same time we'll be able to get some taxes and that sort of stuff. And it's at least going to be, well, it's probably not going to be very loyal for us anytime soon. But over time, it's going to be fine. And it's not going to be under the Spanish control, which is the most important. We'll need to be very spare, or use our middle points rather sparingly. Because we want to get the idea group done, and then after that we can start getting some conscription going. Once we do the law change. So where did the army go? Did we... Oh no, it's going all the way around. Okay. And that one's moving about there. Alright, well let's push out the fleets. Oh, did we capture... Oh, we captured the transport. Okay. When is the next idea trip? It's actually going to be... Once we get the admin 28 is going to be the next idea trip. So that's actually a good point. We should probably start figuring out what do we take next. Definitely not military. I think it should be from the Diplo group, actually. Unless there's something that we can... Let's see... Is there anything... Oh, Empire ideas. Ability, Prestige... Elite power from Autonomy, Max Centralization. I mean, that sounds good. This is, of course, not from the Diplo category. Capital construction cost and harsh treatment cost. Pathing infrastructure cost. Monthly autonomy change. Unjustified demands and change rival cost. Yearly centralization. Income from vassals and vassal force limit contribution. Those would all be pretty good stuff, but mercantilism ideas. Ooh. Harborage infrastructure cost minus 10%. Naval combat bonus from owned coast plus 0.1. Interesting. Carbon power. Economic advisor. So admin advisor cost would go down. Embargo efficiency. Commercial district cost. Monthly autonomy change. Merchant trade power. Provisional trade power modifier and domestic trade power. Okay. And there's this free trade. Oh, hold on a minute. Is the free trade and mercantilism... Oh yeah, you can only have one of those. Oh, it kind of makes sense. They're kind of polar opposites. So what is the other one? Trade power abroad, Diplo relations, ship trade power propagation, Diplo reputation, and global institution spread. Interest per annum. Merchant from trade centers plus 25%. Trade efficiency plus 10%. Yearly corruption goes down. Trade power abroad 15%. Trade range 40%. I mean, we probably have trade range anyway, so I don't think that's going to be that important. Trade steering 10% though would be quite nice. Of course, there's the espionage. I don't think that's necessarily the aristocrat ideas. Cavalry combat ability. Army tradition decay. Base hierarchy and chance of new heir. Empire recovery speed. Leaders without upkeep. Ooh, and cavalry cost. Oh, the cavalry cost isn't that massive. But multiplayer reputation and relations, yearly legitimacy and aristocrat influence. So aristocrats would be very influential with this. Advisor cost would go down, leader cost would go down as well. So what about the evangelical ideas? More missionaries. Strength versus heretics, religious unity, prestige, but development from missionaries and cost of enforcing religions through war. I haven't been really doing... Oh, Empire of Truth. No firmer foundations there for domain than the victorious truth of falsehood. Against the access to religious casus against nearby heathens and heretics with high enough piety. Disease of heart, spine network, missionary strength, war score cost versus other religions. I mean, this would technically be quite good. We are doing a lot of conversions and all that, so yeah, good work. But I think the trade ideas, one of these would be perhaps better than... Is there anything out of order? I mean, liberty science subjects wouldn't be actually that bad. Cost to fabricate claims, spine over construction, diplomat. Cost to justify trade conflicts. I rarely use the trade conflicts, to be fair. Rebel support. What about the culture ideas? Stability increase, space diversions, so there would be less unrest, basically. Prestige. Legitimacy, I mean, that would be pretty nice. Academic district cost and culture conversion resistance. Diplo reputation. Possible advisors and idea cost goes down. Female advisor chance. Institution placement costs. And cost of advisors with rulers culture. Oh. That's a bit tempting, to be fair. I don't know, but like, I think it should be one of these Diplo idea groups. But I don't necessarily want to go with the aristocrats because we need to kind of keep the aristocrat power in kind of on the down low. Evangelical helps with the expansion out of Europe. Mercantilism would be better for us than free trade. Aristocrat is lack of all trade, but the aristocrat influence is bad for reforms. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking. So mercantilism, maybe? That would give us a lot of trade power for sure. Plus the autonomy change would be good, and plus the harborage cost reduction at... Yeah, there's a fair bit of things, but like the evangelical ideas, war score cost versus other religions would be nice, and then we'd be able to convert the provinces faster, which means that we'll be able to kind of get the unrest go down that way. Is there anything that is... Also, that would increase our prestige. Of course, the idea is... Oh! Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, the policies, it just doesn't... That doesn't happen. Now, to be fair, the Grand Fleet would also be quite nice, but that's a military idea group, and I don't want to go there right now. So honestly, I don't know. Mercantilism would be good. Evangelical would be good. Espionage could kind of be good. It would be kind of outside the box thinking, to be fair. But that would allow us to have the subjects be a bit larger without a problem. In that regard. Do we have... Might as well continue the siege there. We'll just have the king with his army slowly march up north. How's the income now? 58 ducats in the negative. Okay, that's not great.